Welcome back, Simon Trucker. Morning, how are you? Welcome back to Simon Trucker. Hey, cup of tea. Bit of toast while you come in. Much awaited topic. In this video, I want to talk about how to become a fuel tanker driver here in the UK. With the recent drama on the forecourts, we were surprised. Some of us have actually never seen that happen in this country, at all. All this, it's now been a week, but lately it has cooled down in my area. Has it cooled down in your area? Is there fuel, diesel, petrol available? The last time I fueled, I went early, maybe 6 at a Morrison's nearby here, and it was available. There were 3 people, and it was just a good sign. Right. A little background with ADR. There are 4 main points that I have on here, and I've done it as a live because I don't have all the info. I'm looking for people to add on onto the topic. That's why I done it live. So after I do my little bits, I'm going to expect to read through messages of people adding on what is missing. Anyway, I've actually never driven these tanks before, but I was very close. A couple of years ago, I did a degree, a certificate they call ADR. ADR, that's the main word. ADR is a certificate. So we do with dangerous goods. It's in another language. The way we were with EU, that was another language. ADR. It's the same with hazmat. In some countries they call it. I've had it before. In this country, when you get it, when you pass the certificate, you get 5 years. That means in 5 years, if you don't refresh, you lose it. Okay? I've had it before, and I only got to do gas canisters, the cooking ones. They're also covered under that. So I did that for 2 years in Edmonton. I worked in Edmonton under a fella called Douglas Joyner. Actually, a good chance to give you a shout. Daggy. Very nice gentleman there who helps run Calagas Edmonton. Shout out to you, Daggy. Very friendly, very helpful. Yeah, I done work there for 2 years. I could have qualified, but that's the job that I got when I had that ADR certificate. Right. What do I want to say? Because of the recent fuel shortages, fuel supply shortages, you may be scratching your head wondering what it takes to join the group that are missing, the group that are lacking, and then to get in and make some good amount in it. Yeah. You might be already a HGV driver, wondering about it. You would be close. And then you might be just a driver. Maybe a person who never actually has a license yet. Maybe a HGV driver wannabe. Or enthusiast. Some people just are interested in the industry, even if they're not really going to do it, they're interested. You may even be abroad, wondering what it takes to come to England and join and then make that money and save the shortage. Okay, all of you, just stay tuned. I'm going to try and break it down. Breaking it down. 4 main points. It's not rocket science, actually, this. And if I skip something, please, active fuel tanker delivery drivers, if you're in this chat, please top up, give us some info. Add up on what I'm saying. If it's wrong, just catch me out. Okay, I've tried being a tanker driver before. There are 4 main things that you need. 1, you need the HGV or LGV license. They try to call it LGV, but it's stuck as HGV. Everyone calls it HGV, although officially, if you went looking for it, you'd be they'd call it LGV in the writings. Okay, you need one of those licenses. How to become a HGV driver? That one I've made a video already, so I'll leave a link when as soon as I can. That is the first stage. You need to be a truck driver with a license in order to drive the tanks that are trucks. Okay, next you need something, number 2, you need something that they call the Adr Certificate or Qualification. These are the same things they like CPC. You go to a center, they tell you the whole thing, they give you the theory of it. These things normally take a whole week, if I remember correctly. Yeah, a whole week, and then an exam after, little exam after. They are not the hardest things to fail, but there's an exam after it. You need to show that you've learned it. They'll tell you all the rules, they tell you everything, because the tankers are like a mobile bomb, innit? If you did anything, if you spark a cigarette, for instance, and you're driving and threw it the wrong way, so you're driving mobile bombs. They're going to give you the rules, and that is the certificate. Other countries call it hazmat, same thing. Hazmat. Now, that actual training is in the classroom. You will not see any truck, you will not see any tank, you will not catch any keys. It's done in test centers, in a classroom kind of thing. Once you pass it, they give it to you. You move with that everywhere you go. When you're delivering, every single day, every time, you have to have that Adr certificate on you. Valid one. Okay, second one. The third one this is something which is slightly new. When I had the Adr certificate, this wasn't there. So they introduced another hurdle which is called the Petroleum driver passport. Okay, if you tap that in, Petroleum driver passport, I can check it out here and we see what it is. This is another hurdle. This is actually something I only found out this month because I spoke with someone who has left the fuel and he's come to the supermarkets. So that is another message. How could someone leave the fuels and then come and join us at Tesco's delivering food? There is a message there. Right. The driver passport. Yes, driver passport. I've been reading it here slightly. The petroleum driver. Petroleum. Bear with me. Driver passport. I just want to read the actual thing on there. The website for you to find out. This is things that came in only, as I say, within the last 5 to 10 years. This was never there when I was a ADR holding person. It is pdpassport.com. The Petroleum Driver Passport, PD Passport, is an industry initiative backed by government. PD Passport ensures tanker drivers in the UK are trained and assessed in loading, transporting and offloading petroleum fuel products from road tankers. Okay. I read through just perusing. There are schools, I think that obviously the schools that are doing ADR will do you this passport here. It seems like a money thing. I also read through the fees. It looks like £500 a year. And then also to get it was about, I think, around £300. So it looks like you need 800 to get this passport, £800 to start, and then 500 will be every year. Away from the ADR, which I said is a 5-yearly thing, which needs refreshing. If you let it go, you lose it and they take you off the list. You start afresh. Right. The Petroleum Driver Passport. This is something that you need. That means the employers are asking about this. I don't know whether all of them ask about this passport, but the guy who I spoke with, my colleague currently, he said that yes, petroleum, the passport, this is a new word to me, and it's the main thing that I came here to tell you. The rest we all knew. You need to drive a truck, you need a ADR, but now this is a new thing that government has banged in there. These are the hurdles. People are wondering why others don't join. We are all truckers. How come we don't know how to drive those tankers? We could go there next week and just do it, but these are the hurdles. So that's hurdle number 3 is petroleum passport. ADR is obvious. You need to know the rules. You're driving bombs around. You need to know how to defuse them or escape from them. And obviously you need to be a truck driver. The species of people who are become very, very, very rare. Okay, there is a 4th hurdle. There is a 4th hurdle. There is a 4th hurdle, and to me it's the main one. Okay. Yes, the 4th hurdle is what they call the opportunity to actually do it. Because the way they have set this thing, the way it is the ADR is learned in the classroom and they give you a certificate. This passport, the way I've read it, it seems it's also a classroom thing. End of the time, they give you the certificate by, they have actually not shown you anything on the vehicle. The 4th and biggest hurdle is the employment opportunity. On these tanks, I also mentioned it on one of my recent videos, talking about things that can help us to curb this shortage of fuel here in the UK. We need a tanker training school, some school that is either independent or by government, where you go there and you pay money in a week or a few days, you're done. At the moment, even if you had a petroleum passport, driver passport, you had ADR and you're a trucker and you're experienced and you have no points, you're a good driver, okay? The guys who are giving employment, it's the same game. People are choosing first their family in it, next their uncles in it. Well, that's still family. What I'm trying to say is this field has been so kept within. It was always a family run thing. This is the jobs that they didn't ever advertise. Friend of a friend, uncle of who is retiring, fella, do you know a young fella? This is how people kept things all within a small network. Okay, I knew that because I had ADR and I did it for the fact that I wanted to drive fuel. I didn't get the chance because I went phoning around. I actually know 2 companies only that can give you that opportunity. I bet there's many others, but they wouldn't be more than 10 or 20. The main one that we've heard of is a company called Hoya. Hoya means, does that mean mother in Somalia? I think someone said Hoya, mommy. Okay, that one is a company that the last guy who I spoke with, I've told you guys about, who left Fuel Tankers and he's doing he's doing food delivery with me where I'm doing. Yeah, he was with Hoya. He said the rates were down, they made the thing so bad, and then I think he said it was the same money they were giving. I think they were giving 18 quid an hour, which he's getting on the supermarkets. So why would you take the bombs and the whole, take the risk of driving that difficult thing with all the rules and the risk for the same money as going to the supermarket? That's the reason he left. He was with Hoya. Another company I heard of, the only other company I heard of, is called Adr Tankers. One time I used to work with a guy in the supermarket in Iceland, and he left. He said, I'm now with Adr Tankers. But this was also like a small family place with maybe 10 lorries. If you don't know anyone, you're not going in. Actually, because I asked the guy, please find me a sport, but he couldn't do it, and that was ages ago. Now, the other people who do employ at supermarkets, Tesco's also was a new thing. Those days there were no supermarkets moving their own fuel. That only came in as I saw it. Okay, so you can go to Tesco's, you can go to, I don't know which other supermarket does deliver its own gas. But those are also very difficult avenues to get in. Very, very tricky places how to get in. So, if you get the opportunity, if you have a circle of people who have those lorries and can teach you, that is the biggest hurdle. People aren't teaching that stuff. So they're saying they are not tanker drivers, but where can we register for us to get trained quickly and we can join? You tell us. Comment section, please. Alright, it's not going to be a long one. It's all these 4 big hurdles. If there's something else I've missed out, please guys tell us in the comment section. I'm going to check what's on there in the comment section while I conclude. Different kind of video today. I ain't into the truck. I'm not outside. I'm just in my little personal space. My little corner of the world. Let's see. Second. Bear with me. Yes. Let's see. HGV mat. That Ford to Dorset with 25 ton of steel on would swap it for a tanker trailer. That's HGV mat. Hello. Yep, that would be nice, but it had better be worth it. Why drive a tanker if it's not worth it? Who else is saying something? Guys, type us something. If you know about these tanks, please let us discuss. Who do you know and how do we go? Do you know any company that they're recruiting? Have you heard of it? And what are the rates? Yeah, what are the rates? I'm here to discuss because I don't know the full thing. If you are in this chat, please leave us a thumbs up to help. Give us a thumbs up to help to spread these videos. Am I now getting to listen to myself again? Yeah, so that's the main hurdles. It's just 4 things. You need to be a trucker, you need to have ADR, and you need to get a petroleum driver passport. The 4th major and most important thing is you need to be given the opportunity. If no one lets you drive those vehicles, no one gives you the chance, then believe you me, your licenses will be the same as nothing. Because if you had actually had all of these things a couple of years ago, but because I couldn't go on to hurdle number 4, nobody gave me a chance. And then I also wasn't that interested. Yeah, wasn't that interested in bottles, gas bottles. They're very hectic little things to move. You get back pain. You know, they're handball. There's no way to take gas bottles without handballing them. So I did that for 2 years. I actually enjoyed it. That job was Monday to Friday. I had a lovely time. So I want to shout out Mr. Douglas Joyner. I hope you're keeping well. Thank you for being a nice manager there in Edmonton, North London. So if there's something that I've missed out, if you know companies that are recruiting, looking for drivers, you tell us in the comment section or on this chat. Because this is an information sharing channel. I don't know all of this. I keep bringing what I know and expecting people to add on what they know. You hear me? Let's check out again. Let's see who's saying what. Who's saying what? Thank you guys. Leave us thumbs up whoever is around, and give us a, who's this? Okay, Mark Mark Sevo, how much do tanker drivers earn, please? Oh, okay. How much do they earn? Lately, I found a guy who'd left the place, and he had come to do food with me. He'd come to do food delivery, the job that I normally do. I'm normally working for someone who pulls for Tesco's. So this guy has quit the tanks and he's now with me pulling for Tesco's. That is a message, meaning he said that he was earning just the same that we're getting on the food, which is about 18 quid an hour. So it depends on who is going to give you a chance. If it's the right ones, I think the guy was saying they're coming from £22 an hour, and then they dropped it down to 20 and 18. So let us say they are probably on 22 and 25, but where do we get those jobs from, Mark? If your uncle don't have one, I don't know, you're gonna have to, I don't know, look where. It's that field there is not a matter of that their tanker drivers are missing. It's about the link. It is one field that has been kept just for that few lot. Family, it was always family oriented. Then the supermarkets came in. I don't know how their recruitment drive is. Do they need to know you? Do you need to have 1,000 years of experience? I don't know. But it is still a very tricky place to get in. So people are saying they are not tanker drivers, but then we need to first deal with the hurdles that are going to increase this number of drivers. Which hurdles? As I say, these are the last petroleum passport. I put support. I bet it's going to give all the safety things around when you get the place and so on. All those are safety certificates. I wouldn't say that they're a bad thing. Adr, obviously you need ADR. You need to know the bombs that you're moving with. HGV, you obviously need to be a trucker in order to start to drive a tank. The opportunity number 4 is the place that we need to crunch. If we want to move that fuel easily, we need to get people in. Either we get tanker training school. A very sharp businessman now who knows about those tanks could just buy a few tanks, go to Essex, get some school and start showing people how to drive these tanks and deliver. Because that is the trickiest place. You can have all those things, but if no one says that, come fella and I teach you, you're not learning nothing. It happened to me before. All right, right now slightly desperate, so probably you would find. All right, what other comments? Keep typing, people. Okay, Mark Sevo is still asking who you know. I don't know anyone, Mark. I don't know anyone about fuel at all. But I as I say, I know about Hoyer, the company, Hoyer. They have made their reputation for a few years. They're probably the only other people who people know. I've also heard of, as I said, Adr Tankers. Adr Tankers seems to be a smaller company. Whoever is the owner of it. So please leave us thumbs up. Please leave thumbs up if you're in the chat, and please type us something. If that's all that we're going to be saying today, I don't want to extend and go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Unless someone says something, let's check. Let's see. So what's the situation around in your area anyway? If you're in UK, is the fuel still playing up, or have they sorted it now? In your area, has it become normal again? I hear the more north that you get, the better. If you're heading towards Manchester and all of those places, they are better on the fuel than here in the south. So here in the south, it's still, as I say, yesterday was not a tricky one. I woke up early at 6 something and I went to Morrison's, and there were only 3 people and we were using our automated cards, so there wasn't a hardship to get the thing at all. But you tell us about your ends. The hair scratching our heads, wondering how we can become fuel tanker drivers. Go and make that bullion, yeah, and save the nation. You get me? And rise up to the occasion and kick off the army stealing our thunder. What do you think? Yeah, kick him off, go back to the garrison while we do our jobs, while we get the numbers right, while we get the training, while we take off the hurdles that are here, that are making this a funny thing. Opportunity. So guys, stop lying. Oh, there are no tanker drivers. Where do we go to write ourselves down? Huh? Can't hear it. That is the place that we need to, because here people basically if there are few transport companies that have got those skills, then that's the number of people who can show others. All right, here there needs to be a person who can just get out this school, train people, get paid for it, and then you have drivers everywhere who actually can run those tanks. Okay, I think I've smashed the topic as best as I can. As I say, this one I was just sketching. If you know about these tanks, you come here and just add on onto the topic. A chance to say thank you for coming, attending this live stream. And then if you're watching it on repeat, please leave us a thumbs up. It helps to spread these videos. It helps to grow this channel so that we can all learn more and more. Yeah, so that we can learn more and get better. Information sharing is the main thing around here. Okay, my name is Simon. If you first time encountering me, I'm come from Africa. I'm a British man. I've given trucking a lot of my time. Now a trucking manager. I still drive. I'm a manager, and here I am still discussing online about it. Okay, sub this channel, you get more videos, you help creativity, you encourage creativity, and we are learning on this channel as well as entertaining ourselves. Okay, I'm going to go on and on and on. Don't want to keep on and on and on. So I'm going to say to you guys, let me just check once more about any messages, then I can leave. Right, who's saying what? This is my ML. Oh, this is Mihai. I know this guy. I met him at a delivery. MLC. I never forgot his full name. Mihai. What's up? And then this is Nathan Paul. Nathan Paul, that's a new name. Welcome to the channel community. Appreciate. What's up, Nathan Paul? Tell us, man, do you know info about these tanks? Maybe I'm talking the wrong stuff. Nathan Paul, what do you know about these tanks? Right, let us know. Who else is about? Shout out for those who are around and those who are actually typing something. Leave us thumbs up, and I'm going to leave it at this. Right, this is going to ask you to just stay safe. God bless and love.